Hey guys, TGKS Productions. So I have another milestone video for you guys here in GTA Online. I officially reached $700 million the other day. I'm just going to be going through the activities that led up to this moment. I also want to give a special thanks to my
Hello.
friend
What can I do for you?
Antonio1113 for helping
Just
me
let me
with
know
these
what you need.
activities and ultimately
What do you
leading
need?
to the moment of
Quite a
reaching
collection you've got here.
$700 million legitimately in GTA Online. So the first activity leading up to this $700 million moment was a nightclub sale. I almost had a full nightclub here. It's about $105,000 off of being full. I believe a full nightclub sells for $1,750,000. That's at $1,645,000. So close to being full, but not quite. But in any case, making a pretty full nightclub sale here. Got the Pounder Custom, and I ended up getting the Sightseer variation. I actually had my friend hack the locations while I drove, so that was kind of nice. Had great teamwork with this mission, and I was selling in a much smaller lobby. Just I didn't really want to have too much risk. Yes, it would have been nice to have a bonus with this, but again, I just sort of wanted to reach this milestone safely, not have to really worry about running into too many issues, especially with other players. However, this sale was really nothing but safe, as you're going to see coming up here in a bit. So coming up to the last drop here, I was actually one at the sawmill out in the Toledo Forest. I ended up getting the truck stuck on this bridge going under the tunnel under Chiliad. And I got it stuck here. You can see we're around 12 and a half minutes into the sale. I think the sale started around 20 minutes. It took around 6 minutes till we finally figured out how or to get this vehicle really stuck out of this bridge or unstuck out of this bridge. It was really ridiculous. Um, and you'll see here, I tried using the up and atomizer to see if I could push it back out. Nothing was working there. I even had my friend grab the cargo bob. I knew we would pick it up with the cargo bob, but sort of like the APC, the cargo bob will try to pick up the APC and it'll sort of drag it, although it's too heavy for it to completely pick up. So I thought maybe it would, we could try that. That also didn't work. Finally, I figured out sort of a way that I could angle the vehicle and back it up through under sort of where that, I guess, wooden or metal beam is there where the bridge is, and I finally got it unstuck. This was quite ridiculous. I always said Rockstar should figure out a way to sort of fold those missiles into the back of the truck, because that's not the first time this has happened to me. It's the first time it's happened to me to where I would say it risked the sale, but I have had to get stuck going under certain underpasses, situations like that. But definitely really, frustrating and risky. I mean, this is a over $1.6 million sale, and I'm really risking time here. Obviously, if I would get attacked, that would be really bad. But it doesn't. The riskiness really doesn't even stop there. Essentially, in order to complete this sale, I had to take an alternative route around where that bridge was or where the tunnel was, and I had to go through Ratton Canyon. That was pretty much the next fastest way to drop. Obviously, I was running out of time here, and you'll see just how close we came to, as far as time is concerned with this sale. But it was definitely very scary and risky. I mean, I almost tipped the truck over, as you just saw there, numerous times driving up this hill here or through Ratton Canyon. I mean, if I would have obviously gotten stuck or attacked here, the sale would have been done for sure. I mean, this was very risky, very scary. I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to complete this sale, and it was really quite ridiculous. Just how much I had to go through just to complete this. So I really do hope that they eventually, like I said, figure out a way with the missiles to work that out, because that seems to be a reoccurring problem. Like I said, this is not the first time I've had that be an issue. But in any case, at least I was able to complete the sale in the long run, nonetheless. And as you'll see here, I completed it with only really about a minute and 26 seconds to spare. As you'll see here, it says all goods successfully sold to the buyer, so that's good. At least we did pull the sale off. And you'll see that I made around $1.6 million, just a little bit under. Again, I wasn't in a very large session for this. That was after Tony's $100,000 laundering fee, and this put me a little over 699 million. Right now I'm currently at 699 or close to 699.3 million. So definitely getting close. This really was probably really was the biggest activity or grouping of activities that pushed me towards $700 million. Now, the next activity I completed on my way to $700 million was a partial bunker sale. You'll see here I was just selling for $210,000 to Los Santos. I also bought supplies here, and I ended up getting the Meriwether sale. So I had my friend pretty much just cover me as I was going through all the drops. Again, unfortunately, a little bit of a longer sale, but also, smaller session, so less risk there. But ended up completing the sale. And I believe by the end of the sale, I ended up making $214,200, as you're going to see coming up here. So I did end up buying supplies, so that did take me back a little bit. So I was around, I believe, at this point at 699,412,000 at this point. Now, the next activity was actually a daily objective of mine. I've actually been keeping up with the daily objectives ever since the daily objectives event we had almost a month ago at this point with the J Lager beer hat and the $1 million bonus. So I'm very close to a 1 month streak at this point. So I figured I'd do this one here, which was an MC contract clubhouse mission. And I completed or participated in 9/10 of the law. That was the mission that I partook in, and pretty much we just had to go to a location, steal 2 bikes, and deliver them. And actually, during this mission, which was also cool, is I finally completed the Navy Revolver Challenge, where you get 50 kills, and you'll end up getting paid $200,000, and I believe get a variation of it in Red Dead Online 2 if you have your Social Club account linked to that game, and you also play Red Dead Online. Or Red Dead Redemption. So that is also really cool. I actually just end up pretty much shooting. I shot a number of the guys in the mission, and then I believe I had 1 or 2 more to go. So I just shot some random guy off his bike here, and I ended up getting $200,000, as you can see here, and also completed the challenge. So that was definitely really cool. Finally got that completed after months. And pretty much once we delivered the bikes, I'm not sure what Antonio made. I don't know if there's too much of a difference between members and MC presidents, but I know I made at least, I made $17,000, as you can see here, off this mission. So that was definitely really cool. And I also made $200,000 off of the Navy Revolver Challenge. So at this point, I'm a little over $699,600,000. Now, you might have noticed at the end of this contract, MC Club contract mission here, a customized Centennial XS actually passed. And unfortunately, I couldn't get to it in time. But what's cool about these vehicles, if you actually take them to LS Customs, they will sell for quite a good amount of cash. And this was something a lot of players would do back in the early stages of GT Online. These would spawn right around the area that I'm in. I believe between 2,400 hours and 0,400 hours. You'd either get a blue one or a green one to spawn, and the blue ones usually sell for a little bit more than the green versions. But I figured I wasn't really planning on doing this, but I just happened to come across it. And I figured unfortunately I couldn't get the one that passed, so I actually got another one to spawn. And I ended up taking it to LS Customs to sell for $17,420. So that's definitely really cool. Brought me back to sort of the beginning of GT Online there, something that I would say a lot of players don't run as much anymore, but definitely very, very cool. And, again, wasn't planned, but I would say cool addition to the activities leading up to $700 million. Next up here, not too much of a big deal, but I finished off my daily objectives as I talked about earlier. I've been keeping my streak ever since that daily objectives event. And I just had to collect an ammo drop here as well as go to the movies. So I pretty much just knocked both these out really quickly here and made $30,000 for completing the daily objectives. Not really that much of a big deal, but this was sort of in the strain of activities leading up to 700 million. So I figured I'd just quickly include it. So I made $30,000 there. At this point, we are getting close to $699,700,000 because I have some money out of pocket as well. As you can see, a little over $200,000 out of pocket. So we're definitely getting close to 700 million at this point. Next up here, I'm selling a special item, the golden minigun, for $230,000. Special items as well as special cargo sales this week are double money and RP. So I figured I'd knock this one out real quick. I'm pretty much filling up my warehouses, so I'm going to have to end up selling it anyway so that I can completely fill each and every warehouse. So I ended up selling this, like I said, selling for $230,000. And I ended up getting the tugboat sale, so pretty quick sale. I have the upgrades, the speed upgrades, so made it a little bit quicker, pretty quick sale. And as you can see at the end of the sale or the finish of it, have $230,000 earned. And at this point, I am pretty much at, between cash in bank and cash on hand, $699,900,000. So beginning to wrap it up here with the activities, I decided to go over to my arcade and collect the cash inside of my arcade safe. It was full, it was at $50,000, which is the full capacity of the safe. So I figured I'd go over there really quickly, grab that out, obviously boost me up another $50,000. And at this point, I am about a little over $50,000 away from 700 million. Now, last but not least here, I decided to go to the casino and cash some casino chips in to officially reach the goal. And what I first had to do is I collected my 1,000 chips. I decided to spin the wheel to see if I could win any cash, and ended up just missing $30,000 cash, won 5,000 RP instead. That's okay, but figured I'd try that really quickly, just see if I win any cash there. What I do next real quick is I'm going to cash the money I have out of pocket here, and once you see that I cash the money out of pocket, I will be at 699,947,000. So what I decided to do here next is, and this is an oversight on my end, I decided to cash out 50,000 chips. For whatever reason, I had 43,000 in my mind, even though it was 53,000. So I was like, oh, I'll just cash out 50,000 chips. I'll have 7,000 over. In reality, I was 3,000 short. It's really late when I did this, so I was pretty tired. But in any case, I ended up cashing out another 5,000 chips right there. And as you can see, I officially reached the goal of $700 million legitimately in GTA Online. So I'm definitely very excited about this. Obviously, the ultimate goal is $1 billion, as such, with a lot of other very dedicated grinders in the community, and some have even achieved that already. So I'm 70% of the way there, so definitely really cool. And obviously, like I said, that is the ultimate goal, to hit $1 billion. I talked about my surpassing $600 million video, which I put out around almost 6 months ago, so quite a bit of a gap between the last milestone. I talked about pretty much ever since with the addition of businesses into GTA Online, such as with, in 2016 with the starting businesses with Finance and Felony, which brought the special cargo warehouses, and then Bikers, which brought the MC businesses, and Import Exports, which brought the vehicle cargo warehouses, Gun Running, which brought bunkers, and then, so forth from there. I knew that with, pretty much at that point, with enough time and effort, running those businesses, reaching $1 billion in GTA Online would be possible. So obviously that is the ultimate goal, and I'm hoping to hit it or, reach it by the next or before the next GTA Online DLC, which our summer ones usually release in June or July. The past 2 years with the Diamond Casino Resort update, as well as After Hours, they've been released at the end of July. In past years, we've had them released usually in June. So June or July, obviously with the pandemic going on, that may change some things. I don't know, but I would like to hit it before the next DLC. Hopefully, we have a lot more event weeks like the ones we have this week, with special cargo sales being double money RP to obviously boost the journey to $1 billion. But obviously, that's what I'm hoping. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. But that is obviously the goal, because I know when a new DLC gets released, I'm obviously going to be spending a lot of money the day that the update officially launches, and then obviously with the drip feed content. But in any case, guys, I appreciate you tuning into this milestone video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Be sure to comment if you have any questions. And as always, have a great day.